Good morning, all. Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible to you?
Yes,
Okay, great. Let's wait for a minute more and then we'll start. Meanwhile, do you guys have any doubts, any questions on what we did yesterday? Yes, guys. Any doubts, any questions? And guys, I hope you guys are keeping a track on this one also. This is the brochure which I sent to you on day one or before joining the classes. Right? So make sure that we are covering all these topics. If I miss on something and if you think you need to know that, I may miss on something, maybe by mistake or maybe sometimes on purpose. Because the moment we realize, we start giving interviews as soon as we start classes. For example, I told you one of you has given the interview last week. So I come to know about the questions which they are asking, which the questions which are in trend. So if I realize something that one of these topics is not relevant, so despite of being here, I may skip that on purpose. But I may skip one of these by mistake as well. So it's a request to you guys as well. Please keep checking this and see if we have covered all the topics. Are we missing on anything? Do you want to know anything specific about any of these, what I have written here? Because this is I have taken from the official uh, AZ104 syllabus, which is there on Microsoft. Out of it, I've just put it in my words or in my style, but it is from Microsoft. So we'll be covering all of this. Uh, so please keep a track. You guys also go ahead and keep checking this. And if I miss on something, for example, resource logs we have covered. Obviously, IP addressing, etc. will do when we do our networking session. Password reset we have done. Right? Redeploy, I'll show it to you today. Auto shutdown we have done. Nested virtualization, I'll show it to you. It's very simple and very easy. It's run command we have done. This is just an idea I'm giving you. So make sure you go ahead and you check this. And if I miss on something, do let me know. Put it in a group. I'm okay with it. Right? And I'm telling you, I'm missing few things on purpose as well. But we could miss few things by mistake as well. So it's a good thing to have multiple and several views on something. So if I miss on something, at least you can remember it to me, or you can highlight it so I can cover that topic. I'm still waiting few more to join, guys. We have only 11 members today. So, meanwhile, do you guys have any questions? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe. Are you able to hear me, guys? And someone,
yes, we can hear you.
okay, great.
We can hear you.
Okay. So I think OS disk swipe practical. Quite a few you guys have done it, right? So I'm hoping it is clear to you. Whoever has done it, did you understand the logic? Why would we do it, or when would we do it?
Yeah.
What could be the
There is
issue
an
when you will follow, or when you will follow these troubleshooting steps and do the OS disk swipe?
in existing virtual machine.
Hmm. No, but
If you
why
want
would you
to,
do that? Sorry, you're
if you're
answering to me.
created, we're creating a new VDI, but we
Hmm.
required still old OS and the old OS drive. So in that case, we can uh, swap the OS disk.
Okay, as in, what do you mean by new VDI or new VM actually? Don't use the word VDI. VDI is something else here. Hmm. Why would we use a new VM? And मतलब ऐसा क्या सिनारो आपके माइंड में आता है जहाँ पे आपको ओल्ड डिस्क यूज करना पड़ रहा है, व्हाई कांट यू सिंपली क्रिएट अ न्यू डिस्क और वहां से अटैच भी तो कर सकते हो। आपके डेटा डिस्क अगर है उसको भी अटैच कर सकते हो। व्हाई डू यू थिंक यू हैव टू स्वाइप द डिस्क?
Like keeping some files or folders in a drive which may be segregated in the form of hierarchy of the management, like management, HR lead, or a differentiation in the rights wherein we can assign rights of read only or read write execute.
No, what it has to do with OS disk swipe?
Might be the scenario. The suppose currently what we have the VM on the, it may be on the HDD disk. So if you want to foster that system on another means virtual machine, but it we can swap the OS, but we can change the hard
Disk.
disk from HDD to SSD. Then that system will be fast. It may be scenario.
Could be. See, guys, understand one thing that let me stop this machine first and I'll show you something. Technical steps, it's not that hard. I'm not saying it's very easy. It's not that hard, right? You guys will learn it ultimately. Eventually, you'll learn it. लेकिन वो आप YouTube के कुछ videos Udemy देखकर भी ये कर जाते सीख लेते थे. Interviewer is not going to serve a question in front of you as a platter. एकदम simple question नहीं आने वाला है आपको, right? कि tell me the steps, how would you do the OS destroy? और आपने 4 clicks बता दिया, no, that is not going to happen. इंटरव्यू में हमेशा सिनेरियो बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आएगा एंड दिस इज वेयर मोस्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स आर लैकिंग। क्या होता है कि आप लोगों को टेक्निकली पता है बट यू डोंट नो कि यार एक्चुअल में क्या हुआ होगा, व्हाई डिड वी यूज इट। यू से मुझको आता है ठीक है, लेकिन इंटरव्यू विल आस्क यू ओके व्हाई डिड यू डू इट, यू गॉट अ रिक्वेस्ट बट व्हाट वाज द इशू। So if you have not worked, then this problem will definitely come in front of you. Right? So that is what we are trying to figure out here. That we cover not only the technical topics and steps, but we also cover the scenarios around it, which will help you a lot. अगर interviewer नहीं भी पूछता है, you can say it in front of him upfrontly. That okay, this is the problem we faced once, and this is what I did. So you should know the problem, you should know the solution, and you should know the steps. This combination will definitely help you to crack the interview. So I hope you guys understand that why do I focus on this thing? कि क्यों use करोगे? Though it's not a technical part, right? But we spent time on that. This is the rationale behind it. This is the reason behind it. It will help you a lot. So someone was saying that I can, by using this swipe, I can change the disk type, storage type it is called by the way, fine. So premium SSD. Now my current disk 127, it is premium SSD. Can I not make it standard HDD directly without disk swipe? Is it done or not?
Yes, we can make it.
This was my disk, OS disk, but I obviously I had to shut down my computer. It was earlier premium SSD, and I thought premium SSD, I'm paying too much for that. ये मशीन तो मेरे कुछ काम में नहीं आती, बहुत rarely यूज करता हूँ. Even if it is a little bit slow, I'm okay with it. I want to change it to standard HDD. So someone said we can use swipe OS disk option that time. But why should I do that when I can simply shut down my machine, come here, go to size and performance. Here I cannot change size only, but I can change the storage type as well. Right? So I can come here, let's say from standard again, I want to go to standard SSD or premium SSD. Right? Look at this, it's done. Got it, guys? So now if you say something like this, तो interviewer will understand clearly कि यार इसको डिस्क का एक्सपीरियंस है ही नहीं. जो चीज 2 क्लिक में हो सकता है, you are suggesting कि उसके लिए मैं डिस्क स्वाइप करूं, right? As in इंटरव्यू की मैं बात कर रहा हूं, यहाँ पर it's welcome, it's very good answer. I want you to think about it. जो भी scenarios हो सकते हैं, think about it. I'm here to clarify. We are here to do the practical and see हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है. कई बार changes भी हो जाते हैं ऑप्शन. So I do that in front of you ताकि if I have my knowledge outdated, I do it. अगर वो कुछ correct भी होता है, we'll do that correction here. So when you go and face the interviewers, you should not be blank or you should not have these issues or these doubts in your mind. So वहां पर आपको OS disk swap की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Why not? Because you can simply come here and you can change it, right? So what else comes to your mind, guys? Why do you require an OS disk swap?
Suppose any application or software installation configure on that particular OS drive, we require same as on another virtual machine. So in that case, you do not
So why
want to
would you do
install anything.
OS swap? Guys, are you getting the point? Let me open the paint. We'll spend some time on this. So it's not very frequently asked, but very interesting and deep topic. So if you understand it well, आपका interviewer नहीं भी पूछता है, you can bring the topic. Okay. So this is my machine, let's say. This is a machine I have, VM1, right? And then we have operating this system disk, and then we have data disk. As of now, we are not talking about the data disk. Okay, let's say I have 3 data disks, right? And I have 1 operating system disk. Yeah. This is my OS. Let's say I have Windows 2016. Now what we're talking about, that swiping this disk. If I swipe this disk, is my data being changed or anything is happening to my data? I've told you this is a thumb rule. No one you will see, never you will see that someone is saving on a production server, on an actual server, someone is saving some data on OS disk. Data will always be saved either on storage, LAN, SAN, or maximum the data disk. Never on operating system disk. Is this clear to you guys?
Yes.
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 So now my question is, ये OS disk को आप swap क्यों करोगे? What comes to your mind? कि क्या ऐसा हो सकता है जो OS disk swap करना पड़े? It has nothing to do with data. Why? Because there is no data on this. Data कहाँ पर है सारा? Data आपके data disk पे यहाँ पर है. So if you change the OS disk, it is not impacting your data disk. So what comes to your mind again?
It might have got corrupted. Existing.
Yes. Someone already answered that. Sorry, I missed that. I think this was you only, Prabhat. Yes, corruption. It's a valid point. Let's say something happens to your operating system. जैसे इसका आपने कल backup ले रखा था, ठीक है? That you don't do manually. Backup वगैरह task जो है वो daily when we see backup, वो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा that backup जो है daily होता है and अपने आप होता है. You just have to schedule it once and backup हमेशा होता रहेगा. So you have taken the backup of OS disk, you have taken the backup of everything. And today when you go and try to log in, you see blue screen. Right? बीच में आया था blue screen का इतना बड़ा error, if you guys know this. Microsoft का पूरा issue हो रहा था, सब कुछ down था. Similarly, blue screen बहुत reason से आता है. That was a global issue. So Microsoft and CrowdStrike, they had to figure it out. But let's say that you are the only one who's facing that problem, blue screen. You tried troubleshooting, you tried changing DLL files, tried removing the recent configuration, etc. Whatever you wanted to do, you did. But your operating system is not coming up. Then what will you do? One option is you can restore it from your backup, which we are going to see later, how to restore. And another option is you can swipe your OS disk, because restoring will take a lot of time. रिस्टोर में ये सब कुछ रिस्टोर होगा, ये जितना बैकअप हुआ था ये सब कुछ रिस्टोर होगा, पूरी मशीन रिस्टोर होगी. माइट टेक 3 to 4 hours. एंड ओएस डिस्क को अगर आप अलग से स्वाइप कर दोगे, हाउ मच टाइम इट टेक्स? whoever has done the practical?
It's required hour and a half. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it's
Yes. Plus, and now let's say this is a very crucial operating system. इसमें बहुत सारे applications वगैरह मैंने install कर रखे हैं, right? बहुत कुछ कर रखा है इसमें. And now I want to troubleshoot this. अब ये on नहीं हो रहा है, and I want to troubleshoot. Somehow I want to get it fixed. And I know that there is some file which is broken, कुछ है which is broken. and my password is not working. Nothing is working on this one. So what can we do in this case? In this case, what we can do, hear it out clearly, guys. If you don't understand, ask me to repeat. Okay. And obviously, I'm not talking about the encryption here. Consider either we have encryption key for all of these, or these disks are not customer managed encrypted. These are platform managed encrypted, or these are not encrypted at all. So for this scenario, let's consider encryption is not there in the picture. ठीक है, encryption के साथ काफी चीजें change हो जाती है. So without encryption, we are trying to understand. I have some issues here, and I want to do the recovery of my corrupted virtual machine, right? And यहाँ पर सिर्फ 3 डिस्क दिख रहे हैं. You may see 30 disk here, 40 disk here, right? N number of disk you can see here. So it's not always that easy to remove all the disk and attach it to some new VM. Right? That is not possible. And not only these disks which are the concern of a VM. इस VM के साथ मेरा क्या जुड़ा हुआ है? ये नाम. सबसे I'll tell you when very which we have really faced a real time scenario. The name of the virtual machine in Azure, it is very difficult to rename the virtual machine. And now if I try to create, let's say this operating system has corrupted, right? This machine has corrupted. And in the background, I have thousands of jobs where they are using some DNS name. मैंने script लिख रखी है, बहुत कुछ है जिसमें ये नाम बहुत essential है. So I cannot afford to have a new machine with new name. Can I have the new machine with the same name, by the way? If I plan to shut down this machine, right? I don't want to delete any machine immediately. Understand, guys? कोई भी machine में कुछ issue होता है, कोई error होता है ना, immediately कभी delete नहीं किया जाता उसको कि यार चलो इसको delete करते हैं, नया बनाते हैं. We'll never do that, right? So, can I create a new machine using the same name? What do you think, guys? I want to create
No, it
another
is not
machine.
No,
possible.
no.
Not
Not
possible.
possible, right? So that option is gone. This machine is not running. So what will I do? This is one scenario जहां पर आपको same name से machine को up करना है फिर से. So you will use the OS disk swap. How? I will explain it to you. कि उसी को कैसे आप repair वगैरह करते हो. ठीक है. Next option could be size. This size you have given, maybe you're not getting the correct size. The size has been discontinued. They have kept it this size only for the existing machines. It happens, right? If I have taken this size and they may discontinue this for new sizes, for new machines. So you don't want to create a new machine. Apart from that, location etc. is fine. You can get it for new machine as well. IP वगैरह भी ठीक है, आप यहाँ से निकाल के वहां लगा सकते हो. But there are few things जो इस machine की specific होती है, and you want to keep that machine as it is. As in, you don't want to change the hardware of that machine. I hope you realize, right? Even if this is a virtual machine, somewhere it is hosted on a hardware. So you do not want to change anything of that. You just want to recover your operating system. So what you can do here, you can remove this one. First, let me create another machine. I'll explain the complete troubleshooting steps to you. You can use this in your interview. Right? We are discussing a scenario here. So this is your critical machine, which has 30, let's say 20, 24 data disk, right? Guys, do not cross the data disk number more than 26. What will happen? The moment you say that I have seen a server where I had 30 disks, a question will arise that how did you manage those disks? आपका scenario तो बाद में सुना जाएगा. Immediate question will arise. I mean, anyone will ask us the moment you say. And why am I saying that? Let me show it to you. This is my laptop, by the way. It is not impossible. Okay, you can have 40 disks. Literally, I've seen 40 disks. We have configured 40 disks. It is not impossible. But then it has a different process. We don't want to get into that now. So in your experience, in your example, never use more than 20 disks, right? 16, 18, it's okay. Don't use more than 20 or 26 से आगे definitely नहीं जाना है आपको. Okay. Why do you think that I should not take the drives and disks more than 26? Why am I saying that? Let me show it to you. Can you see? The
Yes.
drive letters which we have by default from A to Z. How many? A to Z 26. उसमें भी C drive जो है आपका by default ये कर लेता है. Then in Azure machines we have seen एक temporary drive भी आता है, कौन सा वाला? एक D drive आता है temporary, right? So दो drive आपके ऐसे ही चले गए, CD drive वगैरह आपने लगा रखा तो एक drive ऐसे ही चला गया, 26 में से 3 drives are gone already. Hence, do not cross the limit of saying data disk 20 bytes से आगे मत जाना. The moment you say you have seen a server or you have worked on a server 36 disks, an interviewer might ask, okay, which method did you use to increase this or overcome this limitation of number of alphabets or number of letters, right? So we don't want to get into that. So let's say that you have a server here with an operating system. You have 23 disks here or 20 disks here, data disk. It's not possible for you to create a new server and attach all these disks to new server. So somehow you want to recover this server only. कुछ भी करना है आपको, server owner बोल रहा है, you take Microsoft help, whatever you want to do, but recover this server. You are not able to log in. Maybe you're getting blue screen, you're getting some sort of error, or it is corrupted. Okay. So what you can do, sorry, you can create a temporary virtual machine. If this server, guys, it is in East US, and I want to troubleshoot that using some other server, what do you think? Which region should I take? Can I take some other region? Is it going to be useful
No.
if I take
No, it
this in
should
West
be the one
US?
same reason.
Yes. Why? Because we will have to do the data disk sharing, network connectivity, बहुत सारी चीजें होंगी. So I hope slowly you are understanding the logic and what is the significance of region. And though we have not covered it in detail, but this is the better way to learn. Hence, I have not taken that as a separate topic. We have understand what is a region, but what all regions are, we have not covered that. So this is the best way to learn regions. So understand one thing. Now, what I'm suggesting here that you create another virtual machine. Could be any OS. Okay. Let's say I'm taking Windows 2019. Because why am I creating this machine? Let me show it to you. Then you will understand कि इसका same OS वगैरह क्यों नहीं रखना है. It could be any OS. That's okay. As far as it is Windows, it's okay. And it has zero data disk. I don't want any data disk. Why? Because ये temporary purpose से बनाया है मैंने server. ठीक है. Now what will I do, guys? I will remove this disk from here. Right? Remove this disk from here. And attach this disk here as a data disk. This is operating system disk here, but it can also be attached as a data disk on some other server. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Just because it is an operating system disk, that does not mean that you cannot attach that disk here. Obviously, this disk, the disk which we have, let me create one, data disk.
I have done this on Sunil's VM. He has got 2 VM. So on one of the VM, I have attached his OS as a data disk.
Sohan's VM?
No, Sunil.
Sunil's VM. Okay. Wait, let me
Yeah.
see. So guys, keep an eye that when this subscription is going to be, and look at this, we have used only 13,000, irrespective of how much we are using, all of you are creating machines, etc. We have still used only 1,000, I guess. The remaining credit is 13,000. And it is going to expire on it is active and it is going to expire on
31st
let me
August.
see. No, 31st August is
No,
something
before
else.
that.
It's about a model they are retiring. They keep retiring some services and they give some information here. You get here it is.
6 day left. 6 day left.
18th of August, guys. 6 days are left and we have used very less resources. So keep practicing, utilize it. And what is it? 18th of August is, it's a Sunday, right? So yes, we can have next session on this subscription, and in next session we'll decide who is going to create 2 more new subscriptions and how to do that. So look at this. You can come here and you can always check. But we are talking about virtual machine. Let's go there. Sunil, VM1 or 2?
No, I don't remember that.
That's
But
okay,
I
you
had
can
done
check.
that yesterday, I remember.
Okay. So look at this, guys. If I want to remove this disk from here, right? Okay, so we can, what we can do here is we can, this disk we can attach here. But when I say this disk we can attach, can I detach disk from here directly? As it's an operating system disk. Like this one I can detach. Can I detach this one? इसको directly detach कर
No.
सकता हूँ क्या मैं?
नहीं.
Then how will I attach it to my other server, the newly created server? Otherwise, this OS swap का तो concept ही नहीं आता था ना. What I would have done is इसको यहाँ से detach कर देता. ठीक है? I would have detached it from here, attach it here. Then one thing, by the way, once I attach it here, let's say once I have attached the operating system disk here, how is it going to help you, by the way? How is it going to help you if I have just attached this OS disk 2016 here as a data disk? तो उससे क्या हो जाएगा? ट्रबल शूटिंग में क्या हेल्प होगी? What comes to your mind? Yes, guys. This is OS disk 2016 attached as data disk. So what? अब क्या अलग होने वाला है? यहाँ ये डिस्क यहाँ पड़ी थी और यहाँ पड़ी थी, इससे क्या अलग हो जाएगा?
Operating system नहीं है वो एक.
Operating system will work and we can go to that attached disk and check what is the exact
Yes.
issue.
So look at this, guys. जब तक ये डिस्क यहाँ पर था, you are not able to log into this machine to check what is wrong here. Or even if you know what is wrong, you are not able to change anything. The moment I attach this disk here as a data disk, अब मुझको log in करने के लिए, do I have dependency on this one or do I have dependency on this one to log into the server? Windows 2016 or Windows 2019?
19.
19. So which is working fine. So I am able to log in perfectly. The moment I log in, this is how it will look. और ये जो मेरा ये सी ड्राइव अभी दिख रहा है ना यहाँ पर, इसी तरह से वो जो नया लगाया हुआ डिस्क है वो मुझको दिखेगा यहाँ पर ई ड्राइव वगैरह. एंड देन आई विल बी एबल टू क्लिक ऑन दैट एंड आई विल नो दैट ओके कहाँ पर जाना है मुझको. विंडोज में जाना है एंड देन आई हैव टू अनहाइड द. आई डोंट वांट टू डू इट ऑन माय ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. आई डोंट वांट टू क्रैश, बट यू विल हैव टू शो द हिडन फाइल्स हियर. हिडन फाइल्स में जाने के बाद आपको चेक करना है कि कहाँ पर डीएलएल फाइल्स जो है कुछ मिसिंग है. इट कुड बी डीएलएल फाइल, इट कुड बी एनीथिंग, जो भी आपका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का ये है. You don't have to worry. OS team does that, by the way. इसलिए I am not explaining it to you. You just have to give the method. ठीक है, आपने 2019 बनाकर दे दिया OS वहां पर लगा के. ये जो काम देख रहे हो ये तो you don't have to understand it. You are not a Windows admin here, right? Your Windows team will do it. Maybe on a Teams call, you guys can collaborate, or you just log in, create a server, attach that disk to them, and they will do it, right? आया समझ में guys that how will it help if you attach this disk as a data disk?
Yeah.
Is it clear till here?
Yeah.
Right now I will fix the error and attach this disk back to where it belongs, यहाँ पर. And then your operating system is up and running. But the question is कि disk swipe वगैरह ये सब क्यों आ गया पिक्चर में? Why? Because I cannot simply detach this disk like in data disk. Data disk होता तो मैं क्या करता? यहाँ से detach करता, उस मशीन में attach कर देता. As simple as that. और ट्रबल शूटिंग होती है वहां से डिटैच करता, यहाँ पर फिर से अटैच कर देता. But can I do the same thing with OS disk? No.
No.
So what do I have to do then? Go to the OS disk. And this
From
document I have
start.
shared with you guys. Detail में मैंने भेजा है. You guys can check it. Create a snapshot. अब इस the moment I click here, create a snapshot. Now this disk has been copied. और इस disk का एक मेरे पास copy बन गया है. उसी कॉपी को मैं यहाँ पर जोड़ूंगा. Not that easy. Steps are there in the document. I've shared a detailed document with you guys, right? Snapshot बनने के बाद उसको मैं वहां पर connect करूंगा, and then I'll do the troubleshooting and I'll again detach the disk. उसके बाद ये फिर से यहाँ पर available रहेगा. But again, even if I have the disk available, do I have an option कि मैं इसको detach कर दूं और new disk को attach कर दूं? Do you see that option?
No.
No.
Then what I have to do? Click on Swipe OS disk. And here I will see that disk जो मैंने troubleshoot करके ready करके रखी है. Right? Here I will see that disk. And once I click here, click OK, then my operating system disk will be swiped. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
What about others, guys? Any doubts, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, others also, please make sure you perform the OS disk swap practical, all of you. जिसने भी किया है ठीक है. Yesterday I said it's a optional thing we are doing, but now I'm requesting, urging all of you to do that because अभी हमने इतना बड़ा scenario इस पे explain कर लिया. So it will be a good scenario for you to speak in your interview. Right? Interview में literally इसी words के साथ आप जो है पूरा का पूरा इसको revise कर सकते हो. So एक बार practical भी कर लो, and whatever I have explained it, this is being recorded. We have a video. इसको एक दो बार आप सुन लो, इसको अपने words में convert कर लो, and then you have your answer ready. They will definitely ask you, what are the troubleshootings have you done on a virtual machine? This you can say one of the troubleshooting steps. और इस आंसर में आपके 5 से 7 मिनट जो है आप कंज्यूम कर सकते हो. Imagine there's a technical round of 45 minutes and 7 minutes you have taken in explaining the technical things. It gives the impression also, and it gives very high chances for you to get selected and shortlisted, right? So please make sure you perform that practical in whatever now I have explained. Watch the video again and convert it to your own words, make your own story. When we do the practical or when we do the mock interviews, I will definitely ask one of my panelists, I would request him to ask this question, right? And I'm expecting one of you to share the scenario as it is, like I have done it. In your words, obviously. I'm not asking you to mug it up, ye sab kar lo, in your own words. But please make sure you do that. So this could be one scenario, guys, where you will do the OS disk, right? OS disk swipe. This could be one scenario. Another one could be upgrading operating system. Upgrade करके भी आप upgrade करने के लिए भी कर सकते हो. कुछ repairing वगैरह के लिए करना है, replication करना है. So for these testing and troubleshooting जो हो जाता है, the one which we discussed now. So these are the scenarios or issues you may face in which you can utilize OS disk swipe option and you can do the OS disk swipe. Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, what about others? Are you getting it? Shahrukh, Sharmili, Suraya, are you
Yes.
getting it? Sunil, I hope you're getting it. Razak bhai, are you getting it? Hanif Qazi.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any doubt, please do ask. This is very important. They don't ask upfrontly, but yes, you have to say it whenever they won't ask specifically about the disk swap, but they will definitely ask क्या ट्रबल शूटिंग की है आपने? What are the issues have you faced? जब आप as an administrator काम किया आपने 2 साल, what have you done? Right? One more thing, guys, I request you to start practicing this section. And this is completely up to you. I cannot cover this. It is too vast. And if I cover, then it's not useful for you, right? So this section, diagnose and solve problem. I'll also put it in our questions or maybe to learn. Let me write
Homework.
it down. Okay, here. So diagnose and solve problem. This one, guys, please make sure that not only for virtual machine, जो भी resource हम आगे काम करेंगे ना, सब में ये section होता है, सब में. So under this one, please go ahead, click here and check these issues, common problems. यहाँ से आपको इतने सारे problems मिल जाएंगे ना कि आप अपने interview में 5-6 problems तो ऐसे ही बोल दोगे. People who complain that I do not have real-time experience, what should I say, किस तरह के issues आते थे, this is your answer. And you also get troubleshooting steps here, right? So you can come here under diagnose and solve problem, right? troubleshooting tools you can see here, common problems you can see here, VM performance, very common problem. This is the VM performance, very common problem जो आता है. What you used to do. Here your troubleshooting steps are. ठीक है, यहाँ पर है just share the details. यहाँ पर आपको ये देना है, inputs देना है, and it will give you the troubleshooting steps कि क्या क्या कर सकते हो आप. You don't have to go and do this practically. ये सब जाके आपको apply नहीं करना है. But just read about this, so you will understand कि किस तरह के issues आपको आते हैं और किस तरह के troubleshooting आप लोग करते हो. This is related to VM. When we do storage, वहां पर भी होगा. When we do load balancer, वहां पर भी होगा. So this is your guide, guys. Diagnose and solve problems. Please focus on this. There's only 20 seconds are left on this session. I'll stop and start immediately without any break, unless you guys want one.